Hi everyone. I know it's been a while, but you know what? No excuses. I had a hectic few weeks, mindset wise, and I'm busy working on something, and it took up a lot of my time. But the other day we were watching a series, and it was about bullying, and I just said that's the topic of my next video. Because you know what? And I don't want to get emotional, but it is so sad to know that there are kids out there, even adults in the adult world, at offices that's abusing other people by bullying them. What is bullying? Bullying is abuse. That is what it is. And it's so sad. And it hits me close to the heart. That little boys and little girls, even teenagers, commit suicide because of bullying. And I know it's fear that they don't have anybody to talk to. There's nobody at school they can talk to, or maybe they can go to someone, but they are not being helped. And there's different kind of abuse, bullying at school, cyberbullying, physical bullying, and just mental bullying. And it's the same as abuse. When you start bully someone, that child is so full of fear that they don't want to talk to anybody. And it's so important for us as parents, making sure we know our kids. I'm sorry. I can just imagine myself, my 7-year old boy or 12-year-old daughter kills themselves because they say they cannot take it anymore, because it's too much, and you as parent don't know why, because you start blaming yourself. And now I haven't lost anyone through bullying. It's so sad. And it's the same with abuse, that fear that you can I can until this day I cannot explain to someone that fear. So I understand that fear, that little boy, that little girl, that teenager, what they have, because other people don't freaking care. And I'm sorry to say it, but parents, we must teach our kids manners and and respect other people as well. Respect their privacy. Why do you want to bully that little boy or that little girl or that teenager? Not all of us are the same. We are not all in the first team of hockey or rugby or netball, or we don't do that. Some of us are nerds. There's nothing wrong with it. Just imagine if everybody was like sporting gurus. How boring would it be? When we watched this series, I just felt in my deepest core that, you know what, those kids, that is the bullies. Why do they bully? I don't know. I cannot say why they are bullying people, why they are bullying other people. I know some kids think they are better than the other ones because they have more money or they have a better life. But you know what? God created that other boy and girl that doesn't have that much money also to be on this earth for a purpose. Now you want to be a bully and abuse that little boy, little girl, teenager. Even in the workplace, there is bullies. Top management. And it's so sad because you know what? Imagine yourself, you are a parent and you have a 7-year boy, 8-year, 9 girl, teenager, and they don't talk to you. They don't have the freedom to come to you and say, Mom, I'm thinking of killing myself because this girl is so mean to me and I don't want to go to school anymore because it's not nice at school anymore and I just want to finish my school, but I cannot do that because I'm so afraid. Just imagine how many kids we can help. My youngest were bullied at school, but as his mom, I knew something was wrong and I was like a pain in the ass. I said, what's wrong? You tell me now what's going on. I want to know, otherwise I go to that school and I will rip that school apart until someone tells me what's wrong. He was bullied and he sickened himself. He threw up and he had a fever of over 45. It just shows you how strong your mind is. And he told me that he's being bullied. And then I asked, what is happening? So he explained to me what was happening and I said, okay, I'll take you to school tomorrow. And I went to the headmaster and I explained to the headmaster what is happening. But I also told the headmaster, please look at both sides of the story. I am just coming to you with my son's version. I don't know what is going, whether it's vice versa or something. But please, we need to sort it out because my son is sickening himself. He doesn't want to come to school. And it was such a great headmaster. He called both boys in. They explained what's happening and he sorted it. He phoned me and he said, it's been sorted. But all of us don't have that relationship. We don't know what our kids are going through because we are consumed in our own world. And that is why it is, I take it so very personally because you know what? Being so young and commit suicide because of other people, that is making your life such miserable in school and in life, and you have to commit suicide. It's sad. It's so sad because you know what? That little boy, that little girl, that teenager, that adult that's being bullied, they deserve all the respect on this earth, and they were put on this earth not to commit suicide because of other people's insecurities. And you know what it is? If you are a bully, you are insecure because you don't have the guts to be a nice person. You only know how to be a mean person. Even in the workplace, there is bullies. Why? I don't know. Is it because you are jealous because that person is doing a better job than you? Then you know what? Go and sit with that person and learn from that person and improve your skills. because bullies are abusers, and those who are being abused, I know your fear, I know what you're going through, and that is why this is so, it's it's really, my heartstring is being plucked, and the tears is just falling, because nobody deserves to be scared like that ever in life, whether you are adult, whether you are small, whatever. And if a child have the freedom to go to a teacher saying that that child is bullying me, let's help those kids. Then we will not have that much suicide. I know the fear. I know how you feel when you don't have anyone to talk to. But you know what? There's a lot of helplines. See if you can make a plan. See if you can reach out if you are being bullied. But don't try and get the bully back, because sometimes it can bite you in the ass. Why I'm saying that is, in the story, the girl was bullying everybody. She had a little gang and they were bullying everyone. And so at the end of the day, she died because the prank that they set for her went wrong. And okay, a parent was involved and she killed the girl. But still, just don't try and get back to them. Get someone to talk to and see how they can help you. I think if we can just be aware of how we can help kids that are being abused, that are being bullied. Bullying is abuse, because that's just mentally abuse. Cyberbullying. You know what? Even when you are a teenager, you are not allowed. They must scrap social media for kids until the age of 21. And if they register for any social medias, they must take a video or a photo with their ID number, because everybody can change their date. And why do you need social media? Why do you need Facebook? Why do you need TikTok? Why do you need Instagram? Posting a photo, you can do that when you are 21 and when you are doing your own thing. But there are people that is cyberbullying adults as well. But us as adults can stop it early. What about a kid? What about a small little boy? And I'm hammering on a small little boy and a small little girl. Because you know what? At the age of 7 to 9, 7 to 10, you are still a baby. You don't deserve that. And that is why I get so emotional. Because we must help our kids. Schools must help the kids. Society must help the kids. Why a videotape when somebody is being hit and then post it on social media? No, man. Jump in. Help that person that's being hit. Go to the teacher and say, hey, this is what's going on. Please, let's help this person. None of us is better than anyone else. I'm not better than you, and you are not better than me. You are maybe better in a few skills, and I'm better in other skills. But let's just think about how we can help our kids, because I think it's the most important thing, is how we can help our kids, because they are our future. Let's help our kids. Let's try and look for small little things. Take your kid's phone and go through social media if they have social media. I did it with my kids. I said, if you want Facebook, every week I'm going through, and don't think you can delete it, because I have my ways on how I can see whatever you did, whatever you said. Even their WhatsApps, everything I checked. And I told them when I saw something wasn't right, I told them, hey, either you go to the headmaster and say this is what's happening, or I go. And they went by themselves, because they knew they didn't want their mom to go, because then hell is loose. And that is what we must do. We must help our kids, have speakers at schools talking about abuse and what it does. But the kids know it. The kids don't care, because there's no discipline, there's no respect. And I'm saying it with all the love that I have. It's so true that people who are bullying, they don't have respect for that person they are bullying. And we must have respect for each and every one. So let's see how we can help our kids, so that there is not so many suicides because of bullying. Because what happens if that kid that is bullying grows up? They get married, and because they are so used on bullying other people, they abuse their spouse and their kids. And I cannot say how deeply this subject touches me, because there's a lot of kids suffering, and there's a lot of kids bullying. Let's see how we can stop it, because it's important. If you are a parent and you have a 7-year-old boy or a 7-year-old girl and they commit suicide with a note, I can't take it anymore, how are you going to survive the rest of your life? I will not. I will not. I promise you I will not. Because my kids is my everything. And don't even talk about my grandkids. They are now much more important than my own kids. But still, when my kids were at school, I'm not a perfect mom. No way. I'm not a perfect mom. I made a lot of mistakes. But when it came to my kids' well-being, I knew when something was wrong, and I tried to help wherever I can. I'm not afraid going to a school and tell the school, listen, either you do this, or I will go and take it further. It's for the school to resolve. There must be someone who really cares about the kids, that kid can go to school and say, Mom, I spoke to that teacher, I told her what happened, and she did something about it. And then you as parent knows, and you have the security in your heart, knowing that there is someone your child trusts to go and talk to at school. I just know, I just wanted to share this with you guys, because I feel it's such an important topic, and that we need to check our kids, check in on your kids. Say, hey my boy, hey my girl, are you okay? Is everything fine at school? Let's put away the phone and let's just chat a little bit. Go through your kids' social media. Take your kids off social media, man, for Pete's sake. They can go on social media when they're 21. All these girls posting and what, and these boys posting what. In our life today, social media is so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Teach your kids to have respect for themselves and have to respect for other people. It's important. Let's build a better society with our kids today. From small age, respect, um, compassion towards other people. Life out there is it's cruel. We don't need to have this cruelty in schools, because the schools is our kids' safe place, and at this stage it's not a safe place for some of our kids. Let's be aware of our kids' moods, of our kids' reaction towards certain things, and make sure you spend time with your kids so that they can have the freedom to talk to you. It's important. We must be there for our kids. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a very emotional topic, but I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I just hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again, because I have a lot that I want to share with you guys this week. No, because last week was just a hectic week. I have so much to share with you guys, and I'm looking forward to share it with you. Just be blessed and have a wonderful day.